Strange time of living in panic and hysteria.
Can I do a freestyle for you, man?
Yeah, let me hear something.
All right. But I need your help because I'm going to go off top. So let me get 3 of the most creative, challenging words you can think of. No food and no animals.
Wait, bro, are you the dude on YouTube?
I don't know who you're talking about.
Oh, I gotta charge you.
If you lie to the government, they'll put you in prison. But when they lie to all of us, it's called being a politician. You think taking guns away will save our kids from the killings? But you're pro-choice, abortion kills way more children. If America's so terrible and racist, it probably isn't safe to encourage immigration. Just saying. All the
What's good, my Critty fam, and we're back. I know I've been on hiatus for a couple days, man. I've been feeling just, I don't know, sick. I think I got the COVID. It's just feeling sick, tired. I probably look like I'm about to fall asleep right now on camera, but I can't leave you guys hanging. I gotta get one of these videos done, so I'm gonna try to muscle through this one before I fall over and pass back out. But first of all, before we jump into it, I was gonna try to hold off one more night on the video because I've been feeling, like I said, I've just been feeling sick, and the last couple weeks have just been long. But we are almost at that 500 subscriber mark. I think we're at like 495, 496. We were at 400. We jumped to like 480 overnight. And then since I haven't posted in a few days, we've been stuck at like 480, 490. So we need that gold and platinum plaque. I got the space waiting for it right there to get hung up. So smash that subscribe button real quick. We just need 5 more to hit that 500 mark milestone. I know it's not a milestone to some that have, 5,500,000, but for me, that's a milestone. That's after we went past 50, 100, 200, 500 was the next goal. So just hit that subscribe button. It's absolutely free. What are you waiting for? You don't even got to fill out your name. You just got to click it. And then hopefully next video we'll have that beautiful golden platinum 500 subscriber plaque. And then we'll look forward to getting the 1,000 mark one step at a time. But today we're back with another of the fan favorite, requested, highly suggested Ren, of course. Coming up soon on NF, we're going to dive more into him after I can get through all these Ren suggestions and a couple other random ones that have been suggested over and over. Trust me, I didn't forget them. I'm trying. I still didn't even get a chance to get this webcam up and working, but I want to keep getting these videos out to you guys. But we're going with the Genesis today by Run. The last video, Losing It. I hopped on there. Like I said, it's been the tough last couple weeks where I felt like I was, mentally losing it. And then, so that's why I went with that song that week. And Ren, being who he is, caught me completely off guard. I'm thinking it's going to be some deep song, get me in my feelings or out of my feelings. Instead, it ended up being XXX, rated R, raw dog milking cows. Oh, man. Oh, it hurts to even laugh. So, I thought Ren was going to hook me up when I felt like I was mentally losing it these last couple weeks, and that song was complete opposite. So I don't even know what he has in store for us today with this Genesis. Let's just dive right into it and see. Let's go.
When I'm by myself, I find my mind starts drifting somewhere else. It's not inside this dimension, it's definitely somewhere else. I wrestle with my thoughts, constant wrestle with my mental health. I'm put on life support, I've been put up on a higher shelf. My whole life life I've been fighting. This cake, it don't have icing. These mantras I'm reciting, they're meant to keep me sane. I don't know if they're working, cerebral cortex hurting. Maybe it's all learning. Maybe it's cause life is a lottery, what's an anomaly. Sometimes it's riches and sometimes it's poverty. Sometimes your nerves have been fried by neuropathy, begging the surgeon to have a lobotomy.
Ooh, let's go. Ren. This is what I thought losing it was going to be more about, right? Get me out of this stupid mindset that I'm in. This is the one I needed, Ren. It's like it's weird I picked this song after I picked Losing It, because this is how I've been feeling the last few weeks, right? Like I was just losing it. And that song wasn't that, but now it seems like this song is, right? You open up with the first lines of the song, like, when I'm by myself just thinking, like, my mind wanders and I'm just losing it. Like, man, like I said, I like not to sit here and be one to complain, because, I have all this wonderfulness and all you amazing people I know will hop in the comments and be nothing but supportive and encouraging, but still, like, dealing with life outside of YouTube, it's hard. And when I don't got my kids with me, like if I'm not working or I'm not on here with you amazing people, or I'm not with my kids, I let my mind wander, and I don't even know why. Like sometimes you just can't help it. Like, and then he kind of mentioned, didn't say it specifically, but metaphorically, like I would think like taking medicine, is this working? Like nothing seems to be working. Like when you're in that mindset and it's just all negative and just depressed, like I don't know, like that's why I was feeling just like so exhausted and tired. Like I didn't want to get out of bed, forcing myself to go to work, thinking I'm just exhausted because I've just been working so much lately, a lot, but when it's happening like over and over again, you're like, I know I should be happy. Like I got money, I'm working, I got that support, everything. Like why am I feeling depressed? Like, or if, my daughters were acting up or something and I yelled at them one time, or, talk to them, or just anything. Like I feel like, I made a bad choice. Like shit, I'm a shitty father. I shouldn't have did that, but they need to learn. Or I'm too hard on myself, or I'm too hard on them because I just want them to grow up and be great and not make the same mistakes I did. And when I start to think like that, then all my old memories start coming, and then the gears just don't turn off, like all the stupid choices I made in the past. And I just sit there and just for no reason, my mind will wander and just get me off into these deep, dark places that I don't want to be. And how you even said, like, I'm again with Ren, to decipher the song between like his rhyme schemes and his patterns and his cadence, and how he ended that other song with the machine gun cadence. He even did the noise, like I said. By following along, like, with the message at the same time, we can make every one of these videos 2 hours long. Like, just between the way he writes and the message that he is, conveying is just so much. Like, begging the surgeon to have a lobotomy. Honestly, I'm speaking honestly. Like, a lobotomy, to just drill something in. That's what they used to do, the crazy people, right? The lobotomies, they would like electrocute their head or like drill in their head. Some sort of operation with the brain, a lobotomy, as I know. And I've literally thought that to myself sometimes, like, dude, like my brain is just broken. Like I have every reason to be happy, yet why am I still feeling sad? Or not even like sad, just like blah. Like what the like, dude, just zap my brain or something. Like please, like just drill a screw in my brain or something that would get me out of this stupid mindset. And with Ren, like him referring to his illness all life, being sick his whole life, I could just imagine the mental toll that takes on you. Just the doctor is telling you over and over and over, like it's useless, like you're sick and that's the end of the road basically. And Ren took that, used it, and puts it in his music along with all his other talents, with the visuals and the creativeness and the way that he presents it. Like he just took all of it and ran with it in the right direction. You didn't need a lobotomy, Ren. Whatever you did for yourself, bro, you you hit that shit head on the nail because you're blowing up, man. Just keep doing it.
I'ma speak honestly, life is ironically fucking me chronically. I have been ill in myself and it bothers me. License for killing myself, call me Connery. I'ma be straight with you now. I'ma go straight for the heart. People dilate in the dark. People dilate in the dark. Never was late for the.
Oh, come on, see what I'm saying? Like, where is it? I don't even got it in a notebook. My daughter ripped it out, but still, I literally just said that. Like his rhyme scheme or pattern and metaphors and doubles are insane, but sending the same message in the dark. He said pupils dilate in the dark, like your eyes dilate, like when you turn off the lights, your pupils dilate, they get bigger. But he said people dilate in the dark. So instead of dilate, like DIE/LATE. People die late at night, late in the dark, laying in bed or even in your brain. If you're in that dark space in your brain and you just let yourself wither away to nothing, you can lay there and die, and you're in darkness because you let your depression take over you, and you never see the light again. Once you fall asleep and you're dead, you're gonna die late in the dark. But how he just used, pupils dilate in the dark, people dilate in the dark. Again, like just his rhyme scheme and how he can use the different words like that. Man, the man can write. The kid's a genius. It's just saying the same thing over and over again.
No one was late for the art. Genesis, rain in the rain with a start. Genesis, pain in the art. Genesis, aim for the heart. Genesis. When I'm by myself, I find my mind starts drifting somewhere else. It's not inside this realm of thought, it's definitely somewhere else. Wage war upon my demons, I've been knocking on the gates of hell. A heretic, a heathen, I've been screaming in this padded cell. It's pain making my pain waking, it's painstakingly cold. My soul aching, my bones breaking when holding on to control.
Oh, let's go again. It's so aching, my bones breaking when holding on to control. And he started out with how he started the first verse. When I'm by myself, my mind starts to wander. Right? He started his second verse, how he started the first verse. And then the rhyme scheme pattern just falls into place so smoothly, even when the beat dropped like that and it just changed. He still kept that same rhythm. He didn't even mention that in his last song, his rhythm and flow. And there's even a TV show that I did a reaction on one of the rap battle parts of rhythm and flow. If you want to go check that out, it's actually pretty cool. But man, it's kind of like one of those things, a weird way to explain it. Like, if you've never done, let's say, psychedelic mushrooms, I watch a lot of Joe Rogan. If you follow me, I love Joe Rogan. And he obviously talks a lot about psychedelic mushrooms or psychedelics in general. And it's something like when you eat them, and what you see and what happens and everything, like, you really can't explain it to someone. Like, it's hard to articulate it or, like, put it into words. Like, in order to really experience that feeling, you have to eat them and feel that experience yourself. There's no way to describe it. And I feel like Ren kind of does that with how he says, like, my soul's aching, my bones are breaking when I'm trying to hold on to control. Like, when you're trying so hard in your head mentally not to lose it, like, it can take such a toll on you where, like, you physically feel like you're hurting. Again, that could be how I've been feeling these last 2 weeks. I just, like I said, I have no energy. Like, my body physically hurts. And, I'm just thinking it's because I've just been crushing myself at work and hurting my back. And, the last couple of days, though, I've been more, like, sick, like runny nose, headache, like a cold flu type of sick. But explaining the physical pain that comes with when you're mentally anguished is harder to elocute than when I'm just like have a flu type sickness, if that makes sense. Like, you can pinpoint a flu. Like, you have the flu, you're gonna have a runny nose, a cough, this and that for a few days, take this medicine, you're good. But when it's your mental state literally breaking down and you're losing control, you can't explain that feeling. Like, in your head, you know you're about to snap. It's a flu might physically hurt you, but mentally you physically start to hurt too. Like stress. A lot of people don't realize stress takes a large physical toll on your body. Like chronic fatigue, headaches, muscle aches, loss of appetite, you can't sleep. So when he says, my bones are breaking when I'm trying to hold on to control, like when you're stressed out, like your body physically hurts and your soul is just holding on, like, please just get rid of this pain. Give me a lobotomy. Get me out of this mindset. My mind fucked up and my body's physically hurting from it. Please just take me out of this. And again, it's, the very first song, I'll never forget Ren saying it, like life is just the pendulum swinging from the dark to the light. You're going to have the bad times and the good times. Sometimes you feel happy, but you're in the dark. Sometimes you feel depressed, but you should be happy. Life is funny. Another one of Ren's songs. Like, this kid is just, man, he's able to, like, speak my thoughts and my feelings. Like, as if I were trying to describe eating psychedelic mushrooms. I feel like if Ren wanted to write a song about taking mushrooms and the feeling of it, he's so talented and creative. I feel like he can make a video visually and lyrically that would put you in that seat as if you had just eaten a handful of psychedelic mushrooms. That's how talented this guy is.
Wrap yellow tape round the body shape, put the body in the back, zip close. It's malignant, it's mutating, it's such a sight to behold. Let me be real for a second. Tongue is a gun, it's a weapon. Reload, blah blah, that.
Oh, I just had to stop that one real quick. I'm not gonna talk for an hour on this one. But I always say, right, his machine gun cadence. He ended the last song with the brrrr, using your tongue as a weapon. My tongue is a gun, it's a weapon. Reload, blah blah, beat that, right? Brrr. When he starts using his tongue as a weapon, leaves him dead. Put that yellow tape around. You know what I mean? It's a crime scene. When Ren wants to vocally kill you with that machine gun cadence, his tongue is the machine gun. Caution it off, yellow tape, chalk outline around the body. I feel like all of his songs too can all kind of be tied into each other, even with just the titles of them. Like Life is Funny, Chalk Outlines, the last one that I'm blanking on, and now this one too. Like it's like a snowball effect, and using the same shit, but he's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and just giving it to you all at once. Come on.
Beast mode armor, get 'em. Let me take the wheel for a second. Take a hoop like Shaquille O'Neal with aggression. Regroup with a 3-point steal in succession. Switch swoop, and I'm making them feel the profession. Making them feel the profession. Making them feel the profession. Time is the author, the lesson. Time is a murderous weapon. Time is a curse and a blessing. Time is confined in the eye of my mind. It reminds me that life is just slipping right by. Take my piece of the pie and I'm feeding on wine. I find freedom in rhyme to defy my depression. I'ma be straight where you're not.
See? His freedom in his rhymes to define his depression. That's exactly what I was just trying to articulate. Again, Ren can take my thoughts and he can put them into a song. He's that much more. I always thought I was a good writer. I always thought I was a very good writer. And to be able to express my feelings on paper, but man, Ren just got me beat. Like literally everything I just tried to articulate, he summed it up in one sentence. Like, I can turn my depressions into rhymes. And that's basically everything I was just trying to explain. Noah was late for the ark. I don't know if that line to like a Genesis is like where like the creation, the origin of something, right? Noah's ark, when he took all the animals to get them out of the storm that was coming. That however that story originated, it was Noah's ark, but Ryan is saying Noah was late to the ark. So where did everything really originate? I don't know. I don't know how the title plays into that. If someone drop in the comments their perception on that line or like the title of the song, how it ties in, how do you think it does? Like, I don't know, just because he's repeated that line a couple times now, but I don't know. I'm not too sure. You guys let me know what you think about that one.
I'ma go straight for the heart. People dilate in the dark. People dilate in the dark. Never was late for the art. Never was late for the art. Genesis rain in the rain with a star. Genesis pain in the art. Genesis aim for the heart. Genesis.
That was the end of it anyway. So maybe that's why he ended the song like that. The Genesis to show like his origin. Like he grew up sick with these doctors, and his mental health and his depression was all declining. And you could say he was late for the arc. He was late. Ren was late getting into the game of rap. Okay, yeah, that's a better way to explain it right there. I'll take it like that. The origin, right? Genesis, the origin. His origin was being sick and being told he was going to be sick and in and out of hospitals, and felt like life was probably just going to be emptiness or hopelessness at that point. And now look where he's at. Again, like I said, he took all that negative shit, mixed it up, put it on paper, and just turned it into a masterpiece. Where did this masterpiece originate? Where did this come from? The genesis of this. Ren is just now blowing up. Noah was late to the ark, but he still got the animals out of there. Ren is just now coming, like, blowing up on the rap scene, but he's blowing up on the rap scene, right? And it goes back to the origin of him using his depression and everything, and he turned it into lyrics. Like, he specifically says that, how I could turn my depression into lyrics, in the art form. I can articulate it into words, which he can do better than most people. And that comment I made before about, like therapists and psychologists, that they feel like their opinions are more valid than others. But if I was sick and in that position, would I want to speak to a therapist who's never gone through what Ren has been through? Or would I want to speak to Ren because he's already gone through that? I'd want to speak to Ren. And I personally, I wish I could speak to him because I feel like he'd be able to pull shit out of my brain that I can't articulate with words, that I can't write down. Like, he's just ranking it near myself, how I thought I was a good writer and able to express my thoughts, man. He's just so far above me, and he's got 683,000 subs. We're not even at 683 yet, but baby steps, right? Hopefully we'll get there. We got to keep grinding like Ren, right? These last 2 weeks, these last few days been hardest for me, but I got to keep grinding. I got to hone them in. I got to keep building. We hit 50 subs. I was ecstatic. Now we're about to hit 500. And where did we originate? We originated with my old videos, like 5-6 views each. And then Ren came onto the scene. Noah came with that arc and blew up. You know what I mean? Ren just took over. See, man, this is the video I needed. This is what I thought losing it was going to be. I think Ren switched the titles on me there, throw me off. But that losing it one was funny. That caught me so off guard. I'm surprised that video hasn't even gotten taken down yet. Or censored, whatever they do on YouTube now. But I needed this one too, man. Again, this is why I just love music. Anytime I'm feeling down, I could just get on here and get lost in a song like this that gets me back into that my own mindset of get out of that shitty mindset. Cliche, he can do it, you can do it. Ren's more than doing it, so what the fuck am I over here crying about that I'm feeling depressed and in bed for a couple weeks because some shit's going on in my life? I done battled shit a lot harder than this and made it through, so I gotta keep pushing. I gotta stay focused. I gotta stay here for yous. Yous have been here for me, man. It's not like, don't worry about posting. Deal with your life first. But coming on here just makes me feel better. I'm glad I did this. And yeah, that was a good song. And I love all you guys and the support you give and shit and just everything. So what am I depressed for, man? I got everything in the world to be happy about. My kids are happy and healthy. Ren's blowing up. Gotta keep it positive, keep it moving, keep it smiling, keep it laughing. We'll jump on here back with the next random one. Maybe it'll hit us with another one way out from left field, like losing it. Hey, but this is the only dude I can know that can go from a triple X rated R funny ass song to a crazy emotional, or like from a crazy emotional mental song like a Sick Boy to Losing It, now to Genesis, like the mental health. It's just like so far stretched from each other, but Ren just has that personality, the geniusness to turn it into masterpieces. Right? Guess we'll just leave it at that. Hopefully on this next video we'll have that golden platinum plaque. So before you guys dip off for the night, before I hit these sheets and pass out, just hit that subscribe button. Hopefully when we jump on here tomorrow morning we'll have 5,000 followers. But we can hit that 500 mark and get that new plaque. Let's do it. But that was Ren Genesis. I'll try to be back on here tomorrow night. I want to try to keep doing them every night, but I'm doing my best just to pump them out to you. You know what I mean? That was a good one. I needed that one though. But yeah, so that's it for tonight. We'll catch you on the next one. And like I said, hit that subscribe button so we get that plaque on the next video.